graduates generally, young people sort of aspire to or want has changed dramatically over sort of the last couple of decades. So I don't know, in my dad's generation, call it, if you ask someone back then, what do you want to, everyone would say, I want to work for a big prestigious company. I mean, my father would be proud of like IBM or I don't know, a household name. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. And we need people to work for these companies still, etc. But I think that security and that prestige that came with big companies has changed. People now want to, people graduating they rate their autonomy much more than, they become more, prone to risk and sort of, they want to travel the world and live in Airbnbs. Of course, you can do that now. You couldn't do it back then, right? This democratization of everything, from travel to education, you can learn on the go. You can get educated. There's so many e-learning companies out there. So this, from big institution to a more modern way of like self-education, being a nomad, being completely independent of my own time, living wherever I want to, but still earning, the same, if not more, in fact, money while I'm traveling and living my dream. I think you'll find a lot more of that mindset, and I think freedom and self, being the master of your own sort of destiny, has become much more common, and so, which is why there's there is such an ecosystem built around, hiring people while they're living their dream. They're probably just DJing during the evening, doing their passion on the beach somewhere, and working as a coder during the day. You couldn't do that even 20 years, 30 years ago. Today you can, and there's a big category, I think, of people who want to do that. And I think smart companies who understand that, they can take advantage of it in the most positive way for that mutual symbiotic relationship, and really attract great talent. These are some of the mavericks, call it, like people who are not a bit left-wing and they want to do, they're the most talented people, right? They're the people who tend to not think in a box or want to have a 9-to-5 job. They are the people who've got some quirky hobby, and like I said, maybe their passion is to be DJing in the evening or whatever and working during the day. And some of the best talent are actually these quirky people, if you can find a way to attract them, which is why, another reason why we believe passionately about remote working and why it's the future. If you can find a way to let them in and include them into your organization, give them a purpose, they don't have to be just people doing a project here and there. I think you'll end up with this, like I said before, beautiful mix of multicultural, diverse, varied thinkers all over the world. And I think it's a winning formula.